What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome in, everyone. Let's get it going. Mario, what's happening, man? Welcome in, guys. Smash that. I am off work tomorrow and just getting out of surgery. We are fired up for the evening. Week one is upon us. Let's get into the college football plays. We're getting all jazzed up off the Dunkin'. Gonna get some nicotine flowing right now. We're gonna be all fired up. But welcome in, guys. Smash that like button when you guys get into the chat. Appreciate you all. Let's talk about these games that we got going on. We're going to get into a few matchups, and if you guys watch my college football video, you'll understand. Really passionate about the sport. Really passionate about what college football has to offer. We're going to talk a ton of football this fall, and just driving home. Actually, 12-hour day, couple surgeries, and we are headed straight to the sports book. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. We are going to collect $200, and it's going right into the machine. So that's kind of where we're at. We'll wait for a few more people to hop into the chat and kind of shoot the shit. I got about a 45-minute drive home, and figure what better to do. I was going to listen to some sports talk radio, but figured I'll just be the sports talk radio. So, Arnell, thanks, brother, for tuning in. Yes, love NFL football. Week one picks will be out very shortly. And welcome in, guys. We got a ton of people in the chat. That's what I love to see. Let's get that thumbs up going. Smash that like button. We got to get the coffee flowing. We're going to have some Miller Lights tonight, boys and gals. So let's try to get at least 40 likes hopping in here. I hope you guys are all jazzed up as much as I am. We're going to have a lot of people in this live stream, too. And couldn't wait to get home to make this. So we're about to kick it off. Just kind of get to your guys' comments, and then I will break down some of the games. So also love seeing those logos. I just found that within the channel. I love seeing those logos on your guys' names, and it lights up green, so I get to see who's who within the channel members. So shout out to you guys. Hope you guys like rocking those logos in the live stream. But yeah, Richard, we're gonna get to a lot of them, and appreciate you all, man. I truly do. Let's recap some baseball before we get down into football. Just waiting for a few more people. We're gonna have over 100 people in this live stream. I think you guys are all fired up personally. But yeah, man. Baseball, what a day! What a day for baseball. One leg last night. One leg. It was a $100 30-1 parlay I had, and the only leg I needed was the San Diego Padres. Right. I don't think Tony Gwynn could hit the ball right now for the Padres. So it's kind of what's happening. And sucks because we were on them today. And you know what? Screw it. Why not? Let's just keep betting the Padres till they win, and then we'll bet them till they lose. I might actually go buy a jersey and start wearing it on the channel. But yeah. But anyways, Discord play of the day. Shout out to you guys that were rocking with us. We are now 12-4-1, and yes, I stay humble because a lot of people would consider It actually 13-4 because of the push we had, which I'm competitive by nature, so I gotta be. I like to golf, and I hate cheating. I hate cheaters. It really pisses me off when you just can't tell the truth. And I took 7, so I gave out a 7. I took 7, even though everybody else bet the 7.5. I took the 7. So it is what it is, and so be it. But we are doing well, up a ton of units with the Discord play of the day. Um, it's been a great August. I'm just gonna come out with it, and I don't believe in superstition. So I was a baseball player my whole life, and you can't tell me, it just doesn't matter. It all averages out, in my opinion. I want to get into some football, but I do want to talk to you guys about some of the chats we got going. A lot of people in the chat, um, not going to work, getting home from work. Houston Texans Super Bowl champs. Yeah, that's I mean, you'll make some money on that. Hopefully you got on that early. It's kind of getting a little chalky right now. That's a big public move. They're one of those teams though that just looks too good on paper right now. So we'll see what happens. Richard, yes, I am with you on that one. I am. If you guys watch my college football video, the Tar Heels and the Buffaloes, both of those are games that I favor. Jr., thanks, man. Thanks for the pink hand. Love it. Jeffrey, yeah, Trump man, all day. Arnell, I'm not going to talk too much NFL today. I'm going to probably go with a whole breakdown of that game. That's one of probably the marquee matchup outside of Baltimore and Kansas City. So we're going to just save that one for later. But my early lean will be obviously staying away from Aaron Rodgers till I see him move around the pocket. I think that San Francisco 49ers defense is going to give him a little bit of a fit. And I think the 49ers are going to have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder after losing the Super Bowl in the way they did. That's a really tough pill to swallow when you're going to return back to action. Week 1, I'd hate to be the team playing them. Everyone matters. Yeah, thanks, man. I am working on that right now. Trying to figure out. I'm going to do a poll actually on the channel homepage, and I'll put something on Twitter as well. I need to know kind of where we're at because these are new eras and they're not cheap. So it's kind of a tough one. The cost to have a custom new era snapback is pretty extensive. And then if I want to get into some personalization, obviously I want to do some more branding, like put like some kind of, I don't know, something on the side. It's going to be, I don't want you guys paying $60 for a hat, so I'm not going to do that. I'm trying to find a way to make it work and keep it cheapest for all you guys because there's some logistics behind it as well. Matara, appreciate you. I've been told that. Usually it's by a drunk girl at a karaoke bar because of my accent, but that's neither here nor there. Happily married, but thank you for the compliment, I hope. I go to in already, Jeff. What does that mean? Sorry. Yeah, JR, with you, man. Yeah, Troy, I work. I wear scrubs. I wear scrubs at work, so I kind of just wear what I want to wear. What's up, Uday? Welcome in. Okay, taking the points. Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. Kind of sucks when I'm on the turnpike. I do lose service at times, and unfortunately, when you lose service, YouTube kind of kicks your video to the curb. But if we get those thumbs up, if we get you guys to subscribe, that will send more people our way, and then we can talk some football. But yeah, let's get into it. Why not? 10 minutes in, I haven't even gave out a football pick. So what am I doing? I'm doing a horrible live stream. You guys should definitely unsubscribe from my channel and leave me alone. Just kidding. But yeah, so there's a lot of big games. There's a lot of little games too, and kind of a betting tip that I'll give you guys, especially week one. I think historically the chalks kind of run ragged. I think that we get a lot of lopsided victories. Somebody let me know in the comments, are we still live? I guess, or did this connection really screw everything up? Because there's like people leaving. Can you guys let me know in the comments, are we still live on your end? Okay, thanks, Ian. Yeah, so a couple things about week one. 3 things I'll give you guys. All right. First thing is throw last year's statistics out the window. A lot of people, want to do, oh, I'm betting them. They were 16th in offense, against the run or whatever. Just throw that shit out the window. People graduate, people move on, new coaches, people have different girlfriends. They might have flunked their math test, their wife's. There's so many variables, and when we're betting on 17 to 22-year-olds or 23-year-olds, it's a very, very tricky affair. Football game is, yeah, we have to deal with the millionaires in the NFL, but in college football, you got to deal with some puberty issues, basically. I don't want some guy worrying about having to pass his finals, and then I don't cover my point spread, or it's just stuff like that, right? Or if he was out having a beer and he's underage, he's going to get benched for the first half. Stuff like that really does matter, and that's my only negative about the college football game. So I try to use that as an advantage, honestly, but it is still tough from time to time. But there are some other things I want to tell you guys. The week one matchups historically, I think that the favorites usually win out. I think that the games get kind of a lopsided, and what I say by that is I'm not talking about Texas A&M 3-point favorite against Notre Dame. I'm not calling for them to win by 21. All I'm saying is if you get like a game like Toledo, for example, they're minus 27, don't be surprised if they win by 30 plus. That's all I'm trying to say. So it's more in those big spreads. I don't like big spreads a lot of times. I pick my spots with those. I like to find spots to take the points in those games. But we are going to, in week one, look to some of those bigger numbers. And, obviously, it's teaser season. So, kind of my bread and butter with the NFL is NFL teasers. So we will be doing some teaser segments. I don't care what the professional gamblers say. I'm very profitable betting teasers. Long teasers. I sometimes even get a little crazy with them. But, I'm not going to take a 10-game teaser and expect it to hit. But I do get a little crazy with teasers, and it's just a more insurance policy of a round robin, the way I bet it. And it's very profitable in the NFL. There's some systems that work. So we're going to be obviously talking about that later on in the season. Next week, probably once I get home from my vacation this weekend for Labor Day, I will get a Labor Day kind of kickoff to the NFL season. Probably will be out Monday, just as long as Notre Dame doesn't lose by like 50, and I'll be on suicide watch. Pretty much that's just what it comes down to. Nothing else really matters except Notre Dame winning Saturday against the Aggies. So that's that. I do want to share with you guys kind of the other little tidbit about week one college football. I lost my train of thought because I'm trying to think if this is my exit. Yeah, not important. But anyways, let's get into the games tonight. And there are a lot of little games, but we're just going to talk about the big ones. So right now there's actually quite a few games on today, but there's a few in specific I want to talk to. Just trying to find some of the numbers, because you're going to have to forgive me. I don't have all of the spreads memorized, and some of these smaller schools, it's hard to break it all down. Okay, here we go. This will work. But yeah, Mario, yeah, man. Luckily for me, I have one of those like phones that I don't have to do that. I have a mount, so my eyes never leave the wheel. But let's get into a few games. Youngstown State, Villanova. That's an interesting one. That number has moved a little bit towards Youngstown State. Some money coming on Villanova. I talked a little bit about it earlier in the show, or in my video. I did like Youngstown State with the points. Not enough to bet it, though. That's kind of where I'm at with that. Some other games. Bowling Green minus 15.5 against Fordham. I do like Bowling Green in that matchup. 15.5, that would be my lean if I was going to play Bowling Green and Fordham. And then a couple other ones to talk about. NC State. See, these are the kind of games I'm talking about. NC State minus 32 against Western Carolina. In my opinion, that's going to be a blowout. The only thing that worries me about NC State is my boys got their quarterback, so I don't know who they have replaced. Actually, I apologize. He came over from Duke, so that's on me. But anyways, I just worry about NC State losing kind of that offensive production. They were a great team last year. I think they graduated that quarterback to the NFL. I might be mistaken on that. I think I confuse some people early on, so we're gonna have to wait for a couple weeks till I get the rosters down. But that's a game where I could see getting out of hand. I just worry about NC State scoring enough points that we get there. So I do like them 32. The big game, it's kind of where we're at within Buffalo and Lafayette. FCS school, Lafayette. Buffalo is absolutely atrocious in the MAC. I do like Buffalo tonight. I'm not going to lay, and I kind of like the fact that I got it at 2.5, and now we're seeing that move to 3.5. So that's a good closing line value where we get them. They only have to win by a field goal. The money line still playable at 167. Not enough that I'm going to bet it at 167 per se. Another thing is, if you guys are going to do teasers within college football, NFL, do not cross the 0, right? So it's very tempting. Well, close game by the odds. So we're going to take 6 points, 7 points, and we're going to get Buffalo plus a field goal and a half. That's a losing proposition more times than not. So just be very careful doing that. Obviously, there are times where you feel very strongly about a team winning. They're 3-point favorites, and you just want an insurance policy. But more times than not, you're better off taking the 9 or the 10 and teasing that up. Okay, that's kind of the rule of thumb. So that's it. Yeah, Buffalo. I like Buffalo a lot tonight. They do well in their home openers historically, so that's kind of my handicap with that. The Duquesne-Toledo game, that's one that I gave out on my best picks. Toledo minus 27 is a number that we want. We don't want the 27.5. Yeah, I know it's a 4-touchdown win, but 27 is a couple field goals and a couple scores. So 27 is the number you want. That's a great teaser candidate as well. Toledo taking them down, that is something where I'd look into that. Getting Toledo, if you can get them minus 21, great. It's a little bit too late if the number is stuck at 27.5. That's one that I do like. Murray State and Missouri, okay? Missouri is kind of that team that a lot of people have pegged. They potentially could make the college football playoff now that we're expanded to 12 teams. So 49.5 points, yeah, that's a lot. Kind of what I was talking about earlier in the video. That is something where we look at Missouri exploding in this game, setting the tone, setting the pace early. So do not be shy of that 49.5. I know it's a big number, but I still like Missouri. Okay. The one game, it's probably my best bet of the evening. If I had to give one out, it's Jacksonville State. That's the game I really like. Coastal Carolina losing Grayson. That's a big loss. I know they didn't play with them a lot last season. His season got cut short, but I do like Jacksonville State. I think they're going to control the line of scrimmage. I think that they return a lot of starters, and they're going to be well equipped. I also think that Coastal winning in that in the last matchup against Jacksonville State gives Rich Rod a reason to get his team fired up. I like Jacksonville State at home. That number now is at 3.5. You could take a juiced up 3. That'll be out there, so look for that. But that's kind of one of the shorter numbers that I do like is Jacksonville State. UNC in Minnesota, that's an interesting game, right? Drake May leaving UNC. The Tar Heels go into Gopher territory where they look to take on PJ Fleck and company. In this game, though, I want to tell you that UNC dominated last time out, and I think that was with Drake May, but I do have a play towards the under as well. 52 points in this game. I think it's too many points. Something to say about that, I'm pretty sure that number has moved a lot. It was like 55, I think, during the summer. Correct me if I'm wrong if somebody's looking at opening numbers. I can't pull it up right now, but not a lot of closing line value. You kind of get the worst of the number, taking it at 52, but that's something where I think it's a way lower scoring game than people think. So I would be on the under in the Minnesota-North Carolina game. If I had to just tell you guys straight up, Tar Heels minus 126. Let's go with Mac Brown, get the job done. Another big game out tonight is North Dakota State and Colorado. Probably the game that everybody's going to be watching. 8 o'clock kickoff. I'm with the Bison, man. That's just where I'm at. I think that the only thing I worry about is they're a little bit of a trendy dog. That gets neutralized a lot by the Dion steam. Fading the trendy dog is kind of a system that I like to do a lot in college football. So that number's moved a little bit. Now you get 10.5. I think that was like 14.5 or 15.5 during the summer as well when that opened up. So keep that in mind. But yeah, Chris, I'm with you, man. I don't necessarily know about straight up, but it would not shock me if the game was tied, close to being tied, or North Dakota State had the lead at halftime. So I will tell you this. I think they're going to control the ball. They're going to control the line of scrimmage. Yeah, Colorado's going to rip off some big plays, but I think that. Oh, we got some breaking news, guys. Brandon Ayuk has reached a 4-year deal with the San Francisco 49ers. So could put to bed all the talk. Browns, Steelers, Patriots. You could put to bed all that chatter. He's back with the 49ers. Kind of interesting move, too, because I think Cleveland might have forced their hand by restructuring Deshaun Watson's deal. A lot of people thought by them clearing cap space, there was a reason why they're doing it. So I can't see a reason why they're kicking the can down the road, stretching out Deshaun's money. They're going all in, and usually when they do that, they're about to make a big splash. So be interesting to see what the Browns do. Maybe it's Trent Williams. Who knows? I know the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan, more optimistic about Trent Williams, but we'll see what happens. we'll see what happens with that. I just really want to know what the Browns are doing. I mean, why are you clearing? Now they have the most cap space in the NFL, 62 million plus. So something's gonna happen, which I like it. I like being aggressive. Andrew Berry's a real aggressive GM, and unfortunately it's Cleveland, so you got to kind of, I don't want to say bribe people, but they had to give Deshaun the guaranteed money. He didn't want to go there originally, but they gave him the best deal, and he took it. So they're all in. Yeah, Steve, I'm with you, man. 2 top 10 draft picks for North Dakota State. Well, they're going to look pretty cool on television. They're going to look really cool. They're going to have their chains out. They're going to be dancing, doing what they do. But, do not be surprised if North Dakota State comes in there and just runs the ball right down their throat. But kind of where I'm at with that one. So the only thing that worries me is Colorado was ready week 1 against Texas A&M, and then you can see how the depth of their roster kind of broke down over the year, and they almost got beat by Nebraska. So, and then later on in the season, it was kind of a little bit of a fool's gold. TCU wasn't the team that we thought they were preseason. So, food for thought. But yeah, so I do like 10 in the hook with North Dakota State. Also, I do like potentially the under, 55.5. Right there at that key number, 56 would be a great number to get for that contest. I just think that you're gonna really see North Dakota State run the ball, keep the ball out of Shadore's hands, and I just want to see what all that NIL money does with Colorado. And you know what? You guys might be right. Colorado might come out. They might win by 3 touchdowns. I'll tip my cap. We'll move on. LC, yeah, man, we just talked about that game. I like North Carolina, and I also like the under, but the number has moved from 55 to 52. Not sure I'm going to bet it, so just talking about that. Let's go down the list some more. Kind of an interesting game. Jackson State going against Lamont. I think that's one where you might see a little bit of a weird number here. I kind of like Jackson State in that game, plus 5.5. 5s are tough, but they're 5s for a reason. Like you might get a 27-22 game. There's a weird one. I could see that happening. Army Lehigh, that's another one. 47.5. That might be too many points. Just being honest. And then that about wraps it up for the Army and Lehigh play tomorrow. So that's pretty much it. If you want to stay up late and watch that 10 o'clock kickoff between Sacramento State and San Jose State, by all means, go for it. I love me some late night watching Hawaii till about 2 a.m. That's always fun to do during college football season. Clemson, Georgia, honestly, I don't know. That's a tough one. I tend to stay away from the big games if I'm going to bet it. I'll give you guys my take, but I tend to not bet the big primetime games. I'm just going to be real. But yeah, I do. I am going to look forward to watching that one. Is that game on Sunday? I'm really hoping that there's no conflict with the Texas A&M Notre Dame game on Saturday. I really don't want to. I think it's on Sunday. I might be wrong. Or at least be the early game on Saturday. I actually have to play golf Saturday at like 11:30, so I'm kind of upset about that because I was really hoping to watch some of the earlier games. Shoot. But are you guys still with me? Nice. Yeah, I just got to the casino actually, so exactly where we need to be. But yeah, that's about it. We covered pretty much all the games, gave you guys a live take where my head's at. So shout out to you guys on the Discord. The pick cashed again. LC, yeah, I talked about that a little bit. I like Toledo. I mean, all my best bets. Those are the games that I like. But if we're going to talk about a game that I actually really like, it'd probably be Jacksonville State. If you can find that field goal still around. I don't necessarily love them at 3.5. I'm not going to chase the number. But if you had to force me to bet one game, it would be Jacksonville State. Like Buffalo, I like Toledo minus 27. And I'm not in love with North Dakota State over Colorado. It's just kind of, I just want to be on that side of the game. Win or lose, that's the side to be on. Like I said, Colorado might win by 10 points. It's just, that's the side I'm taking. Saturday, 12, of course it is. Yeah, thanks, Richard. Yeah, of course it's going to be 12:30. So I'll be on the golf course. So I will have all the weekend picks out. I'll have a video. I'll have a video out for tomorrow's games. I'll probably do that tonight, and then tomorrow I'll probably do the weekend game. But I don't really know how to do the college football in terms of YouTube, because I want to get. I'm trying to obviously get as many views as possible, and I think that people like the individual. They like the individual breakdown. That's what I've been noticing. Like, if you do the Georgia Clemson game, like if I make a video just for the Georgia Clemson game, like a 4-minute video, that's kind of like, I guess, the better thing to do. I might be wrong, but I don't know. Baseball, NBA, I kind of just did like a one big daily video, but I think football, you kind of have to do game by game. Yeah, good luck, LC. I am all jazzed up. That was some good caffeine. Walking into Sportsbook, I should probably stay live when I put my bets in, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm old school. I get paper tickets. I got a highlighter, I got a Sharpie, and I write stuff down, track it by hand. I don't use all those tracking tools. Not just for kind of my way of doing things, but there's some regulations you have to kind of abide by, I guess. Do I bet other sports like MLB? What do you mean by that? Like, do I bet other sports in the same way, or do I bet other sports similar to MLB? Not sure, quite frankly. Sorry about that. But yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. I think I've recognized a lot of the names here, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll stay live. I'll put a little teaser in for you guys. Just do a live teaser if you guys want to stick around. Uh-oh. I wonder how big the kiosk line is going to be. Probably not big at all. Stay away from these things. Stay away from those. Oh yeah. Every sport, I bet. If there's a ball or money to be made, I bet that sport. No, I don't go that way. I don't get into Korean stuff. Dodgers, Orioles. Yeah, that's going to be a overplay for me if I was going to bet it. Give you guys a little insight. I'll throw together a teaser real quick just for fun. First day of the season. We'll see what happens. At kiosks, sometimes you get worse numbers. Bowling Green scores early. Damn it. See, like that's 177 for Buffalo. That's the worst number. That's the worst number I've seen. So you got to be careful. But then you get 27 at 109 for the Toledo game. So it works both ways. I'm going to break some rules. Just for fun. And I do hate these kiosks. See, it's real sensitive, real finicky. You can make fun of me if you want. Sometimes it lets me do this, sometimes it doesn't. And try it this way. See, and they won't give me they won't let me do a full teaser. That's horrible. I gotta find one more. And sometimes you're better off doing parlays than actually just letting it tease. Uh-oh. Lafayette, Buffalo. Some late action. Buffalo's now -2. Damn it. I hate. Uh-oh, Buffalo's moving. That's what we got. I don't like that. I don't like the 6.5.
we're doing an hourly drawing where our 6th day, you can win $100 in free play. Our winners for the 7 o'clock hour are Amelia B. IC 109695, William S. IC 93033, Elizabeth C. IC 10603, Joshua H. IX 102650267, WIX 10635 8883, Angel Z. IA 42424, Telly S. I7 4643913, James L. IC 9393, Charlotte W. IC 4729, and Diane D. IC 100967. You have 5 minutes to move to the promotions table next to player services. Please have your ID and your player's card. Our next drawing will be at 8 o'clock.
Well, that'll do it. Well, that's it, boys. Let's hope for some winners tonight. I think Buffalo might be moving a lot of action. So we went from, we could have got a -2, and then they went to -5 at the kiosk. So they're probably on the other side of the 50. So that's good for all the Buffalo moneyline bettors out there. Hopefully we get that one crossover into the green. But appreciate you guys all watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And also, if you guys want to become a channel member, links down below in the description. I don't charge for picks or what I do. YouTube doesn't really pay anything. I'm just doing this because I love it and trying to build one of the best platforms that you guys can come to and get insight, and just kind of why I do it. So it's kind of a fun hobby. So appreciate you all. Excuse me. Good luck with your picks tonight. Have fun. Labor Day weekend. Stay safe. I'll be in North Carolina. Banner Elk. Never been there. We're going to be up in the mountains, so I don't know what kind of reception I'm going to have, but all we need is cable and a Fighting Irish victory. All right. So that's what we got going on. Appreciate you guys. Good luck. And we'll see you guys tomorrow in the video. Cheers.